Yeah, this is where we left. So for 5 strikings, 5 seconds. So for 9 strikings, 10 seconds. There is a little bit trick. There is nothing more to discuss. Let's move on. Okay, this is the Sanskrit part which we have discussed. Upamiti is defined as knowledge of relation between a word and its denotation. Verbal testimony is a statement of trustworthy person consisting of understanding its meaning. Both are correct. Upamiti, knowledge of things derived from analogy. Denotation type of analogy. And again, relationship between a word, that is also analogy. Correct? Verbal testimony is a statement given by a trustworthy person. Before purchasing any product, what we do? We get suggestions from the people who are already using it. Correct? It's verbal testimony. Both are correct. A student scores 55, 60, 65, and 70 respectively in English, physics, chemistry, and maths. Kindly put your mic on mute. Rita down, put your mic mute. Okay. If the credit assigned to English, physics, chemistry are 2, 3, 3, and 4 respectively, what would be the average mark of the student? So it's a type of weighted average problem. We need to add weight with the respective numbers. For 55, it is 2, 60, it is 3, 65, it is 3, and 70, it is 4. It is given in the question. We are just assigning it. And multiply both, you will get 110, 180, 190, 280, etc. Summation of all the 4 weighted scores are 765. The total weight is 12. So 765 by 12 is 63.75. The communication process is active and interactive at a very high level in which of the following? The communication process is active and interactive in which of the following? It is reflective communication. It's an exchange of ideas. It actually highlights, mirrors, and reflects what somebody is thinking, inferring, understanding, and trying to express. So, one is the answer. The average of 70 numbers is 32. Each number is increased by 3. The new average will become dash. So this is a little bit elaborated method. Even shortcut also you can do. See, already the average is 32, correct? When every number is increases by 3, average will also increase by 3, correct? So 32 plus 3, 35, that is direct answer. If you are strong at average, otherwise you have to do like this. Average is 32, total number 70, okay? Old total is 32 into 70, that is number into average equal to total, correct? That's formula. Now every number is increased by 3, the total number are 70, so total increases by 70 into 3, 210, okay? The new average equal to the old total and the new total, correct? Divided by, again the same 70 numbers will be there, so divided by 70 equal to 35. So this is a little bit elaborated method. I want people to think in this way so that you can get answer easily. Which statutory body of the university has the power to accord formal approval to the programs and the courses of studies? It's academic council which approves courses. Board of studies which proposes the courses. A shopkeeper sells an item at 40% discount and the listed price of rupees 1,500. It still makes a profit of 20% on the original cost of the item. What is the original cost? So here look at 1,500 is the markup price. Let us say MRP. And he is giving discount 40%. What is 40% of 1,500 is 600. So always from MRP, they deduct discount. The final will be the selling price. That is 900 rupees. When he is selling for 900 rupees, he is getting profit 20%. So the 900 rupees will be including 20%. Always keep in mind that 100 rupees is the cost price, or 100% is the cost price. So I assume that 100 is the cost price. So this 900 is equal to 100 plus 20% profit. Cost price is 100, right? Then what is for 100? 900 equal to 120%. 100 equal to what? That's what the calculation. 900 into 100 whole divided by 120. This much for 120. How much it is for 100? Somebody scored 40 for 50 marks. How much it is for 100? 18 marks, right? The same way. The output is 750. So 750 is the cost price. That's it. Which of the following have been identified as key behavior contributing to effective teaching? Key behavior contributing to effective teaching. Again, coding method. A twice, B appeared thrice. Let me check B. Instructional variety. Yes, that's there. Instructional variety, correct. So instructional variety, without that option 4 is there, that is ruled out. Our answer is between 1, 2, 3. Now check out C is appearing twice. Using student ideas and contribution, is that a teaching behavior? See, using student ideas and contribution inside the classroom is okay, acceptable, but that is not termed as effective teaching behavior, correct? The question is effective teaching behavior. Wherever C comes, that is wrong answer. 2 and 3 ruled out. Okay, answer is the ABD. See, now you see here, I have read only B and C. I am able to get the answer. I haven't read what is there in A, D, E. And it is irrelevant to me. If you are sure about B will come and C will not come, then A, only option is option 1. Go with that, ABD, that's all. Which of the following is true in respect to computers? Software loaded into secondary storage from RAM and executed by CPU. Is that loaded into secondary storage or loaded from secondary storage? It is loaded from secondary storage. So option 2 is correct, 1 is wrong. When 2 is correct, if you are damn sure about it, don't read 3 and 4, move on. If the intensity of the given noise increases twofold, the noise level in decibel increases by 3.01 decibels. Okay. And always you look at whether it is intensity or pressure. In case of pressure, it goes to 6.02. In case of intensity, it is 3.01. So these are the values which we need to memorize from environmental studies. It's a little bit vast syllabus. Which of the following types of institution come under the ambit of NBA, National Board of Accreditation? Only technical institutions come under that. They will grade technical institutions. Assertion reasoning. Data must be authentic before it can be of any value in the historical research. Yet proof of authenticity does not establish its value. It must also be accurate. Criticism is therefore referred to as lower of the data. So now look at, based on your conceptual understanding, first we need to check out whether assertion is right. Don't come to the conclusion now. Read assertion alone and see whether that is right or wrong. Data must be authentic before it can be of any use in historical research. Yet proof of authenticity doesn't establish its value. It must also be accurate. You should not blindly give any proof. It should be an accurate one. So that's correct. Assertion is right. When assertion is right, this is ruled out. Fourth option is ruled out. It says it is wrong. Now forget about assertion. Come to reason. Read the reason as a statement. External criticism is therefore referred to as lower criticism of the data. Yes, true. So when R is true, you rule out 3. You rule out 3. Cancel it. So 3 and 4 is ruled out. Now answer is between 1 and 2. Data must be authenticate before it can be of any value in historical research. A proof of authenticity does not establish its value. It must also be accurate. Now use a conjunction word because external criticism is therefore referred to as lower criticism of data. Is it giving explanation to the assertion? Reason is giving explanation to the assertion or not? Reason is giving explanation to the assertion or not? Yes or no? I need answers from your side, yes or no. Yes. So both assertion and reason are correct. Reason is giving explanation to the assertion. That's all. Thank you. Thanks for the participation and replies. In terms of Indian logic, the hill has smoke, which invariably associated with fire is called dash. Let us see the meaning. Pratya means proportion, that means statements. Universal concomitants together with an example. Upanaya, which means application of universal concomitants to the present case. That is application of your knowledge to the present case. That's it. So the hill has smoke. What does it mean? You are applying your knowledge here. When the hill is smoky, what does it mean? The hill is fiery, correct? When there is a smoke, there is a fire, correct? And vice versa is not true. Try to understand. When there is a smoke, there is a fire. So it is application of knowledge. Which of the following features best to describe an independent variable in research? Best to describe an independent variable. What is independent variable? What is dependent variable? For example, your investment depends upon your income, correct? Your investment depends upon your income. So here income is independent and the investment is dependent on income. Got the difference between independent and dependent variable? Okay. So let us look at the code. Independent variable, it is the cause in the cause effect relationship, or it is the effect in the cause effect relationship. Okay. It's a condition of characteristic which is manipulated in the experimental study. It is the variable which is placed under control. It is a kind of response variable. So the E is not true. We can cancel fourth option. So A is correct. It is a cause in the cause and effect relationship. What is cause and effect relationship? If medication is, sorry, if you take prevention medicine, you can avoid diseases. That is a prevention medicine. That is called cause. Yes, of course, it is the cause and the cause and effect relationship. It is the condition or characteristics which is manipulated in the experimental study. That is correct. You can manipulate, you are allowed to manipulate the independent variable in the research. So A and C. In order to be effective, teaching and testing must be together. True. Okay, correct. Feedback does not form an essential component of formal assessment. Is that true? No, that's false. Statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is incorrect. RAM is volatile and stores data or programs currently in use. True. RAM is a storage medium that retains its contents even after the power supply is turned off. Oh, I need answer from you. Is it right? RAM retains the contents even after the power supply turned off. Is that true? I need reply from you. Yes, reason is false. RAM forgets everything once you turn off the power. So A is true, R is false. Ayurveda, which deals with indigenous system of medicine, could be traced to dash. So this is there in the theory. The roots of Ayurveda lay in Atharva Veda in its reliance on medicinal value of plants and other matter. So it is a little bit in-depth question. It is not directly from your syllabus. Aggressive and inflammatory statements by the teacher makes the classroom communication academically effective. Is that true? Making aggressive inflammatory statement by the teacher makes communication effective? No, it will not make the communication effective. It will even kill the purpose of your communication. Statement 1 is wrong, 1 is false. When they say 1 is false, 2 should be definitely true, because that is what the option combination given below 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? Answer is 4. 1 is incorrect and 2 is true. Don't read the 2 and waste your time. If they say 1 is incorrect, definitely 2 is false. All other 1, 2, 3 talks about what is correct. So just to move on. Chance or accidental errors in research will cause obtained results to depart from the true values as often in one direction or another. True. Systematic error causes obtained results in research vary in a particular direction and is far more likely to catch the researcher by surprise than in chance error. Both the statements are correct about errors. You can go back and check if you want. Both are correct. Which of the following can be major communication barrier to online teaching? Check it out. A appeared twice, B twice, C thrice, D thrice. So check out C and D. Student community. Yes, that affects culture. Sorry, major communication barrier to online teaching. So first we will check out C. Student communication, will they become barrier? Student communication, will they become barrier? Yes or no? In online education, student community is a barrier. Yes or no? In some cases it is, but majority of cases it is not. If you think about a rural college, then it is yes. Other cases it is no. So majority will go with it is no. Okay. So wherever C comes, that's wrong. You can directly rule out 1, 3 and 4 and AD is correct. Technology, culture of people, gender, all those things will have an effect. But you should think what is majority, which is the most appropriate, like that. Otherwise you will fall into the wrong one. So technology is a major barrier, I could say. Take in case of villages, technology is a major barrier. Gender is a barrier in this aspect. For example, Assume that there are 3 children at home. Let us say 2 female and 1 male. Who is getting the more accessibility to the technology? Comparatively, male are having more accessibility to the technology. And another aspect, look at the population. Who is having the more proportion in the population? Who is having the more proportion of the population? The population, male is more than female. Correct? Number of males in India is more than number of female. That is why they said gender is a barrier. Ma'am, is that clear? Anuradha ma'am? Okay, culture is a barrier. See, this is all about how we think, how the question paper set us, mindset is. See, culture is always clubbed with the religion. So in some religion, girls are allowed to expose towards technology. In other religion, it is not. For your information, in most of the Gulf countries, they don't allow you to use WhatsApp call. You know that? Saraswati ma'am, this is how culture become barrier. Most of the Gulf countries, WhatsApp call is prohibited. So think a little globally, you will get the answer. Just think, don't think that you are in Tamil Nadu, so you are in Maharashtra, so everything happens as you like. So it's all about their mindset. They think like this. And they have a proof for this, correct? As I explained, they have a proof. That's why they have taken the question. Okay, let's move on. A person in a car drives along a straight road from the point A to B at a speed of 60 km/h for 15 minutes. So from one point to another point, he travels 60 km/h, 15 minutes. The same speed he goes. Then he changed the speed. From the point B to C, he changed the speed. 90 km/h and traveled 10 minutes. What is the average speed traveled? So this is the formula 2AB divided by A plus B. So AB is the speed they traveled, okay? 2 into 60 into 90 whole divided by 60 plus 90. So that is 72 km/h. This is the answer. So you need average speed travel. They are already given speed. So there is no use of looking at the time now. You can directly take speed, substitute it 2AB divided by A plus B. And without this formula, we cannot solve. Which of the following identify those which illustrate the fallacy of unapproved middle? Fallacy is the error. Misunderstanding is called fallacy. The unapproved middle. Okay, everything is there in Sanskrit version. This is what we have been talking about. So let us see one by one. There's a meaning, right? So without knowing meaning, blind guess may or may not work. So A is there in 3 options. Acharya Siddha, which means something in Hinduism, Sanskrit. Means something. When you say something, it is unproved, correct? When you say something, it is unproved. This is how you should link. When you say something, it is unproved. So A is correct. Wherever A comes, that is the answer. I rule out B. Now check out which is appearing maximum. D twice and C twice. Okay, let me check out C. Vyapyatva Siddha. Vyapyatva Siddha. Conditional Hetu. Where there is a fire, there is a smoke. Where there is a fire, there is a smoke. Is it true? Where there is a fire, there is a smoke. Is it true? Yes or no? Okay, you use your gas stove at home, right? You get smoke. You get a fire from gas stove. Will you get a smoke? You get smoke from the gas stove. No, you will not get. That's the purpose of gas stove, avoiding smoke. So when there is a fire, there is a smoke is a unproved one. Again, what we need to look at? Unproved. It's a misunderstanding. Correct? So anyway, C is also right. Okay. Let me check out B. Swarup Siddha, which is not found. Which is not found is equivalent to again, which is not proved. So all those things, if you know meaning, it is easy. Otherwise, it is tough. Okay. Remaining, you can go through later on. Thanks for the participation. See, there is a smoke, there is a fire. That is true. There is a fire, there is a smoke. May or may not be true. Depends on the case. You cannot say always yes. Remember this. Formulation of long-term low-emission development strategies by each country suggested under Paris Agreement. And it is an open question. It is explicitly given in your syllabus. Montreal Protocol, International Solar Alliance, Kyoto Protocol, Paris Agreement, all those things. Okay. Operating system, www, device driver, IP. So if you're able to match at least one perfectly, remaining things will definitely go on. www, a service runs the internet, correct? www, a service runs the internet. So for B, it is 1. For B, it is 1. It is appearing in option 2 and 3. Okay. A, operating system, software that control peripherals and allocate memory and processor times. So A, it is 3. B, it is 1. The only option is option 2. That's it. Move on. Don't read the remaining things. It is correct. Which, when the middle term is positively and negatively related to major term, the inference is called dash. An inference is called Anvaya. If you are tricky, when its middle term is both positively and negatively related to the major term. Unless otherwise you know the Sanskrit terms meaning and a good understanding about that, touching this unit will take a lot of your time. And the success is question mark. And this time purposely they asked 2 to 3 questions from only Sanskrit part of the logical reasoning, that is Indian means of knowledge. Because the logic is everybody will leave it, considering that in the previous examination there was one question from the particular unit. So by looking at the previous question paper, people leave those units. So this time they asked the questions, keeping into mind this is the truth. Emission of emission of hydrocarbons and carbon monoxide are inherently very low from diesel vehicles. True. Diesel driven vehicles are inherently more fuel efficient compared to petrol driven vehicles. True. Both are true in this case. So this is from environment, hydrocarbon. Cognitive dissonance in the classroom communication. So cognitive dissonance is difficulty to understand the situation. That is cognitive dissonance. That the result of chaotic conditions, often change in conditions, randomly something happening. So you will not have proper understanding on that. That is chaotic conditions. Contamination of aquatic environment by polychlorinated biphenyl can originate from dash. So this polychlorinated biphenyl are the group of man-made chemicals. They are oily, liquid or solid, clear to yellow in color with no smell or taste. So they are coming from sewage effluent, water incinerators, toxic dumps. That's it. A, B, C. Consider the following incomplete sentences. Instead of filling the blank, there are 3 blanks are given. Okay. Wi-Fi is short for wireless fidelity and is a set of standards for using short-range waves to allow computing devices to connect to LAN or the internet. A, B, C, same order. So next one is the reading comprehension. So reading comprehension, this time it is highly indirect. Usually, reading comprehension, you try to avoid this question. What is the topic of the passage? Mindset of the authors. You try to avoid these 2 topics. Remaining questions are fine. When something is coming directly from the paragraph, it's a direct question, but this time it is indirect question. You should read the paragraph, understand it, only then you can answer. Earlier it was not so. Interplay of form of power is dash. Interplay of form of power is dash. Here it is. The form of power can be coexist in both men and women. Okay, so what it is? Distinctly gender based. Answer is 2 in this way. Passage focus on the idea of dash. Read the entire passage. See, mindset of the author and topic of the passage talks about the entire passage. You should read the entire passage to get 2 marks. That's why I said you can answer those questions at the last moment if you are having time. Okay. Answer is 4. You can read the entire passage and come to the conclusion. Harnessing personal power into the interest of coexistence. Relationship of different types of power among people lead to dash. Now start reading from the beginning of the passage. The true role of our energy is to gain personal power and operate from it all times. Today, in many situations, people lose their personal power in relationship like boss, subordinate, client, customer, etc. What the question is all about? Different types of powers given, right? These are the different types of powers. Client, customer, colleague, teacher, student, husband, wife. What it has? It is called hierarchical structure. Who is a boss? Who is a subordinate? Who is a superior? So it gives hierarchical structure. Power relations in the society tend to dash. When you make your power, when you are misusing it, it tend to dash. Hurt self-accomplishment by people. You are hurting other people when you are using your power relation. You can use your authority but not power. Loss of personal power in the society is attributed to dash. Loss of personal power in the society attributed to dash. That is also here. People lose their personal power in relationship between boss, subordinate, client, customer. Often in these relationships, someone plays the role of oppressor while other plays the role of oppressed. So someone is dominating, someone is getting dominated, correct? But this is a great weakness in the relationship. It undermines people's capacity to be their authentic selves and accomplish what they want in their life. So what is the answer? It is power struggle in the society. Who is on the power? Who is not on the power? So before you reach your reading comprehension part, you should be clear about how to read a passage. First, read the question, then go back to passage. This is what the rule. If you are reading the entire passage, then coming back to the question, then you are wasting your time. Read the question. What is happening when you read the question first? It is called selective reading happens. Your brain started searching answer for the particular question. That's it. You are not going to read everything. Okay. So without reading the question, if you are reading the passage, it is useless. Try to understand. So this question is a little tough. 47 and 50 is difficult to answer because it is not directly given. It is your understanding. Any questions? We have completed this part. Any questions? So next session we will generally discuss how to prepare for examination, what are all the things to touch. Now also the session is open for Q&A discussion. Sir, where do we get questions for this 2020 exam commerce? Ma'am, 2020 exam for commerce is already over. See, only for those candidates who applied and written examination, only those candidates can download the question paper. So earlier anybody can go and download, now it is restricted. So only the candidates who appear for examination commerce can download it. And what you are looking right now is a commerce paper 1. Any other question?